At this stage, you would have recorded some of your steps. If you look at the Wizard Editor screen, you will notice that all these have been recorded in a step-by-step manner. We will now show you some properties related to these steps. We will also show you how to change some of these properties. The first thing you will notice that every screen that you navigate and every click that you do are partitioned into many different steps. It is useful to give each step a unique name. This will become useful when you have a lot of steps and you want to debug your program. Let us say you want to name your first step as Step 1. Navigate to Yahoo News. To do so, right-click on Step Start and choose Properties. In the Properties name field, change the step name to Step 1. Navigate to Yahoo News. In some circumstances, an object or an image will take some time to load, especially if the network connection is slow. You can adjust the timer for an object to load. To do so, choose the click option. Choose the position icon. You will see a checkbox to indicate the seconds to wait for an object to appear. You can adjust this to 3 seconds, for example. Leo works on image detection technology. In this screen, the word news is matched and recognized by Leo as an image. So the next time you run the wizard, Leo will try to locate the news image. If it's unable to do so, the step will fail with an error. No object found. However, you can also tweak this a little bit more. Leo allows you to use text matching if the image matching fails. To do so, click on Configure and check the box that says if image matching fails, use text matching. In addition, change the field inner text match to a value of 76%. The vendor, through their experience, suggested 76% as the optimal value to match the text string. Sometimes you have cases where the image is further down a web page and it is not visible on the screen. You may have to scroll down to locate the image. Most times, Leo will be able to automatically scroll down and find out the location of the image. You do not need to perform any additional commands. However, there are some web pages where the image may be dynamically placed at different parts of the web page. Thus Leo may be unable to locate the image since it changes every time. In such cases, it may help to dock the page to the top or bottom. For example, docking to the bottom means forcing the page to scroll all the way to the bottom and search from there. Let us now talk about window properties. A web page URL may contain domain, page, and/or query. For example, let us say that the full URL is www.yahoo.com/Singapore. Here, www.yahoo.com is the domain, and Singapore is the page. Leo allows you to specify whether you want to find the page by domain only or to specify both domain and page. How is this important? Imagine that we have two Internet Explorer windows opened on a PC. One page displays www.yahoo.com. The other page displays www.yahoo.com/Singapore. How do we want to let Leo know that we want to work on the www.yahoo.com/Singapore page? This option then becomes useful. Tick the URL page checkbox to indicate that you want to include the URL page. As a guide, if you want finer control, then click on the URL page and URL query. But with finer control, there is more scope for error. If the next time the wizard runs and the URL page changes from Singapore to Singapore, the match will fail. Generally, checking on the URL domain is good enough. You can control the maximum wait time for a page to load. For example, you know that an internal web page is generally slow and may take 5 to 10 seconds to load. You can specify the waiting time to 15 seconds. If the page loads in 8 seconds, Leo will proceed. But Leo will wait for a maximum of 15 seconds in this example. There is a field, Bring Window to Front. In some cases, you may work with an application such as Excel, where the window can work in the background. In this case, you can choose the option, Never. In most cases, you can just choose automatically. As for the field, Scroll to Position, if you do not want the application to scroll at all, then choose the option Do Not Scroll Automatically. However, if you work on a web page and your image is further down a web page, and you want Leo to look for it automatically, then you need to ensure that the option Scroll Automatically is chosen. You can specify scroll horizontal or vertical, depending on your web page design.